Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorial. Finally I got this new microphone. It costs like $20 or $30. It's just a standard USB microphone, but it is sure better than before and also better than nothing. Anyway, this video will be not complete but kind of a beginner's guide to actually get PrismStudio and how to use it. So let's go. So the first website you will visit is my website, the PrismStudio website, and you'll be joining the my Discord server and also a Patreon link through here. From here, if you want a personal license, if you're using for your own, then you can get this uplift tier. Or if you're planning to use with someone else, Summit, we're going to give you one personal and one team license. There's more. Each one gets increases by one. Summit, one personal, one team. Enhance, one personal, two team. Blah blah blah, etc etc. So yeah, let's presume that we have joined uplift tier because I can't join to my own tier. So let's presume that you guys have subscribed to this uplift tier and also joined the Discord server, of course. So here it is. You go read the rules. It's very simple and complete. Check, confirm, and also go to get roles and press VRCPrismStudio to get the role like this. You get the permission to see and actually chat on some of the channels in here. But the most important channel you will visit frequently is this PS-download. From here, you can interact with my bot so that you can download PrismStudio. So yeah, from here on my management screen, I'm going to add my account, a fake Patreon tier like that. And as you can see, the bot just have DM'd me with this: your temp license has been generated. This is your license ID, so this license ID is very important. You keep it private. You don't show them. Yeah. Blah blah blah. You read. Click finalized license creation button, which is this. Unfortunately, it's written in Korea. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, you click this, open the link, and you will see a green color and some Korean stuffs. It literally means your license is now activated. And if you see green stuffs, that means good. If you see red stuff, you have something, you have some issues with it. You need to DM me about that. But anyway, this time we have this green status with a completion message, so good to go. Now let's go back to Discord and go back to our server, and now we press English. And this time we're going to use English, so from here, select an action. You can, from here, this is your kind of a main menu for check, reset, and download PrismStudio or your license. Click this button to check your license. As you can see, the license status became live. And also, yeah, always private, and also license validate, managed by Patreon. Looks great. Now let's actually download PrismStudio. As you can see, success. If you see a message success, that means success. If you see failed or some sort of message, you will need to take a screenshot of that and DM me because it means there's something wrong. Anyway, this is your download link. Let's go there. And yeah, I have downloaded a bunch of PrismStudio before, so there's like 9 copies of PrismStudio here. But anyway, for ease of access, I'm going to move this to my background and kind of rename it into PrismStudio. Now, unzip this folder and you'll see 3 Unity package and 1 folder, which is this folder, which is literally a Unity project. So yeah, we have all the files needed. Also, you will need VRCLens or VRCHALens 2. Either VRCLens or VRCHALens 2. Either of those are fine, but I recommend using VRCLens because I have been using those, and PrismStudio is actually based on VRCLens, and VRCHALens 2 support is added later, pretty much later than VRCLens support. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, keep your VRCLens and all those files, folders. It looks like it's okay. And here, this is my avatar. Not my real avatar, but it's a sample avatar for you guys. Let's import VRCLens first. If you already have VRCLens, make sure you're using the latest version. If you are not using latest version, make sure to update that as well. Gonna wait until compiling script. Also, while it's working, let's go open Unity Hub as well and press add button and visit to that folder we just unpacked. Go PrismStudio and open the Unity project folder. And as you can see, it works as it is. It will kind of install and download several stuff, so you can just move that to somewhere else. Now, as you can see, VRCLens is imported. Well, now let's patch VRCLens. Go double click the VRCLens patcher, check all those files. If you already have VRCLens patcher, make sure to update that as well. Import, that'll take some time. Pretty quick. As you can see, there's new folder called Haruna-Dev, PrismStudio, blah 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 blah. Now from the top left corner, go to Haruna-Dev, PrismStudio, and VRCLens patcher. On this window, you can check on your patcher version, target PrismStudio version, which is this Unity project we just downloaded from the Discord server, and also this patcher's target VRCLens version and your VRCLens version. These two need to match, so make sure to note of that. If those two aren't matching, both need to be in the latest version or at least in a matching version. In this case we have 1.9.2, and also this patcher is for 1.9.2, which is great. Virtual tracker count. This virtual tracker thing, I'll be covering that in a next video probably, but you can leave it as it is. Let's leave it as 4. 4 is fine. Or if you're actually going to use virtual tracker a lot, then yeah, you'll need to increase those numbers into like 16, but I recommend setting as 4 or 8, because virtual tracker count, if that count gets increased, the more the FX animator layer gets bigger. So yeah, 4 is recommended. Anyway, virtual tracker count 4, version match, it says patch ready. Now press start patching. Okay, and we wait. Success! VRCLens is successfully patched. Close that window and wait for a little moment because it actually modified the script content itself. So Now it says VRCLens is already patched. Looks like it's good to go. Now, what we need to do is to install the VRCLens, the modified VRCLens, to our avatar. Go to Assets, hierarchy, VRCLens, and go prefab, and you'll see VRCLens prefab. Drag this onto your hierarchy, and here there's some setup you need to go over. First of all, target avatar. You put your avatar here. Max blur size. I recommend setting this value as very large or large. It depends on your PC and depends on what you're going to do with VRCLens. If you are targeting smooth 60 frames video or slash streaming content, I do recommend setting the max blur size to below medium or small, but yeah, medium it's fine. Small and very small, it actually affects the image quality pretty much, so I recommend setting this value as large, no matter what graphics card to use. It's up to you. Anyway, blah blah blah. Camera model. If you want to change this default model, you go ahead. You can change that too. If you have changed that, you always press this change camera model button to apply it. And blah blah blah. You press this auto arrange button to match all the positions to your avatar like that. Object screen. Blah blah blah. And here, this one is important. The expression, parameter usage settings. You need to check all these 5 checkboxes because all these checkboxes are required for PrismStudio to operate. So leave that as it is. If some of the options are unchecked, make sure to check everything. Default camera settings. This one is very much up to you. Yeah, this one, some of the values will going to actually overwritten by PrismStudio, but I actually do recommend setting the picture style from Filmic 2 to off. This is because picture style, it's essentially a camera filter for your VRCLens. So whenever you take a picture with VRCLens, that Filmic 2 filter is always applied to your picture, which may sound good if you don't know about filters or stuff, but if you're a video creator or photographer, you are going to edit your photo using anything like a Photoshop or Lightroom or something, and you will need raw picture or raw quality. So that's why we set the picture style to off or set to raw. Any else options? These are all manual, and it's all up to you to set it. Oh yeah, oh shoot. And here, advanced settings, right default. This one is required for PrismStudio to operate. Right default option is actually not recommended by VRChat, but unfortunately, PrismStudio requires you to have this. It is a long story, but yeah, it's very long. It takes a long time to explain about this right default stuff. So yeah, PrismStudio need right default. Check it. Yeah, good. And next one, destination submenu. If you don't have your own submenu, like if you are out of submenu space, then you can add your own menu and attach that to here. Or yeah, it's all up to you. Sensor resolution. This one is also important because this resolution value cannot be changed in game, so you will need to set this from upload time. So in this case, the default quality, the default resolution is FHD. I'll leave it as it is because Prism Studio is for video, mostly for video / streaming. You can set to 4K or QHD if you have QHD or 4K monitor. That's good. But in this case, I only have two FHD monitor, and yeah, FHD probably is a highest resolution I can have. So yeah, FHD. You press apply VRC lens to apply your VRC lens to your avatar. Because of the right default settings, it's going to give you a warning about right defaults, but just go press no. We're just gonna ignore it. On the bottom left corner, it says setup complete, which means your avatar is ready to be uploaded. Gonna do a quick upload here. This avatar is Minhoshi. PrismStudio. Oops. It's good. Capture from scene, capture, build and publish. Like this. While it's working, let's bring the PrismStudio window and also VRChat too. I should have prepared that before, but anyway. Just gonna wait until it comes alive. Anyway, this microphone sounds pretty. I think it sounds pretty okay. In my perspective. We are logging in. I know you guys are boring with this video, but thanks again for watching this video. It is always a pleasure to teach you about this. Also, if you have any questions about PrismStudio or anything, any questions about that, you can always DM me about your question. This is my home world, and this is my actual avatar. And I'm just gonna set the light haze to 50%, but anyway, we have this. Oh, it's not updated yet. You ready? Are we ready? Am I ready? Oh shoot, VRChat didn't detect. VRChat has failed to detect my upload avatar. But here we actually show recent, sort by name. Date at the last updated, yeah. Filter, and here is our avatar. I've artificially set the VRChat to run in 30 frames, but you can set it as you want. You can go VSync. VSync is pretty good for your video taking experience, or you can leave it as unlimited, but it's up to you. I like to leave it as VSync or 30 frames per second. Anyway, so this is a very important step. Go press R key, or in VR, press menu, long press the menu button. Go to OSC, and if your OSC is not turned on, make sure to turn that on, and also press reset config. Go to your avatar, expressions, quick actions, go reset avatar, and we're gonna respawn once, and without moving or touching my mouse, press R key, and now you can move your mouse, click toggle PrismStudio and world drop, and go VRC lens, long click the enable to turn the VRC lens on. You can go to settings and double click stabilize, because stabilize adds a stabilization, yeah, as the name suggests, but it's not that good pair with it's not the good pair with PrismStudio, so I always recommend stabilize to get turned off. Now, whenever we move, our VRC lens stuck on the ground, which is a very expected behavior. From here, you can press left shift and F1, F2, and F3. F2 is for bigger screen and F3 is a full screen. Let's go shift F2 because we need to see the VRC lens UI. So yeah, I'm gonna reposition the window a little bit. Let's see. Maybe. And I'm just gonna make this narrow. No one cares. It's fine. Yeah, this is your PrismStudio window, and this is your VRChat window. As you can see, you will have these files or folder. You go double-click Scene. As you can see, you have this PrismStudio object. If you see this object, you are very good to go. Click this object, see if everything looks good. 1.13, very good. Camera type, VRC lens. Yeah, we are using VRC lens, so you will need to set this as VRC lens. General FPS. FPS. This is literally a frequency, data transmit frequency. It is frames per second, but this frames per second, but the PrismStudio will send the data whenever the frame is updated. So FPS is generally data transmit frequency. Transmit mode, value changed. This one, yeah, if you want to save bandwidth, for example, if you're not using PrismStudio locally, but either you have custom IP and custom port using, you want to set this as value changed, because value changed can save a lot of bandwidth. Every frame is only recommended when you're using PrismStudio locally in one single PC or one single home or one single router. Anyway, let's go explore a little bit more. If you open PrismStudio object, you'll see 3 objects. You see add-on, canvas, and camera. You won't be able to you won't be touching canvas at all, but yeah, it exists. If you click camera, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. Zoom. Yeah, from here, it's actually up to you to control stuffs. Yeah, go ahead, control these zoom values. As you can see, oops, go away. Yeah, as you move around sliders, the value gets changed like that. The lowest the zoom and highest the zoom. Exposure, yeah, it looks like everything is working well. Control everything, try everything, and see if there's any issues. Yeah, there's focus point X and Y. You can click and drag in this area to actually conveniently move the focus point by just using your mouse like that. Ah, very convenient. Look at local auto look at. So this one is essentially making your VRC lens camera to look at your avatar like that. So whenever I move, VRC lens will going to absolutely follow my movement like that. You can utilize all these values later, but if you open camera object, you will see virtual trackers and point object. This object will take over your VRC lens position with this point object position. For example, if I move this point object up, VRC lens also goes up like that. If I move Z-axis works well. Oh, X-axis, yeah. This one is Z. Red is X. Blue is Z. Yeah, my mistake. Anyway, if you move around this point object, the camera position in VRChat will actually update with it. And as you can see, there's some cool stuffs here, so let's try one each. This scene view, if you click this button, the camera, the point object will going to move to your scene camera, going to move where the scene, this literal scene window camera is, like that. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Anyway, and also you got this camera shake. This one, let's move the camera a little bit. Yeah. This position, rotation, shake strength, add random camera position, rotation, shake. This one is literally adding an artificial hand vibrating motion to it. So if I press this camera position shake, they're going to shake randomly like that. Also do rotation too. You can always control your values like that if you want a minimal. And also you can use these both buttons to, yeah, add some shake. This one will actually be convenient when it comes to animations. And lastly, you got this. I'm gonna reset the position for a bit. Fly camera. It literally says press left click and drag. Let's do that. Press left click and drag. As you can see, my camera moves around with my mouse, and also if I press WASD, it makes my camera move like that. So this one is actually this one will be actually very convenient also when it comes to animating stuff. You can also control the sensitivity and move speed if you don't think this sensitivity is not yours. Yeah. And also there's a little bug that I can't really fix. It doesn't seem to be fixed. If you click the fly camera button and move out from the inspector window, it kind of gets locked like that. Yeah, it's kind of convenient, but on the other side, it is also inconvenient because your mouse can go out to your monitor. And in that case, you can simply press space key to stop using flight camera. So yeah, based on that, we just enabled PrismStudio and got to know about what each object does. For a little introduction, let's actually try to make a simple animation. So Unity animation system is not that much great, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, so let's try making one camera animation. So if you click this camera object and go open animation window, or you can go open that by clicking window, animation, and animation. Yeah, literally animation, or press Ctrl 6 for a hotkey. You'll see this window. To begin animating camera, create an animator and an animation clip. Let's press that. It will going to prompt where the animation file going to be saved. Just gonna click that. Let's try some keyframe animation. I'm gonna lower down the sample. Oh, by the way, this sample, you can press this 3-dot menu and go click show sample rate. You can customize your animations sample rate or keyframe rate or what. Anyway, now the recording, if you press this recording button, the recording will be started and click once more, we're going to stop it. Let's go. Start animation. If you change any value like that, it will going to be registered in the animation too. Let's make some basic animation. Let's try. I'm gonna move my camera to let's see here, and let's go 2 seconds. I'm gonna move the camera to a little bit right, and as you can see, it is well animated. You can always preview your animation by pressing start button in here or press space key like that. Well, as you can see, you continue making these keyframe animations, and you just made a camera animation. If you want to test it, press this play button, or we call it go play mode, to see if the animation is working well. Yeah, as you can see, animation is now repeating as well. We can go to Shift F3 to go into full screen mode and go to VRChat settings and turn off the HUD and all the stuff for clean stuff. Also the big screen stuff, yeah. And yeah, use your OBS to start recording your video like that. This is a very basic method of making a simple camera animation using PrismStudio. But you may notice that sometimes the frame gets a little bit shifted, or sometimes it doesn't work well, sometimes it doesn't look as smooth as it is. And in this case, VRChat is running in 72 frames per second. But if I go maximize that, the FPS goes below 60, so it kind of looks laggy. But there's a different kind of lag. If you're experiencing that, you can go out of play mode, and instead of using PrismStudio Unity project, you can go to File and Build and Run. Press Ctrl B or press File, Build and Run, and it will going to prompt you to select a folder. I'm just gonna make a simple folder called Build. I'm gonna select that folder. And always save your project. I just forgot to save it, but anyway, set the folder. Oh no, result is failed. Why is that? Access is denied. Oh my god, no way. We're gonna try it again, but in this time we're going to go build settings and clean build, and let's try again. If this doesn't work, then you will need to select a different folder. Let's go. Yes, we're going. Yes. Yeah, it will take some time because it's Unity. And whenever the build is done, you will be greeted with this new window and also exe file. Yes, this is an actual executable file. If you open that, you get, oh my god, that's long. You get a separate Unity window that actually sends the value to VRChat like that. But as you can see, it's kind of lagging. Like you will be able to see some kind of a frame shift. This is not good. It's not good for me either. I don't know how to fix it, but there's a way to go around that, is to disable VSync and set the angle precision level to pretty much high number, like 25, and also set the FPS into higher than 120 or 144, 160, or anything else. And let's try it again. Save the scene. Now this time Control B actually works. Hey, as you can see, it is very smooth. Yeah, the movement looks very smooth. At least in my eyes. I'm using 72 Hz monitor, but OBS only takes 60 frames per second. But anyway, it looks very cool. Because we set the FPS or data transmit I don't know, that's just a made up world. Yeah, because we set the FPS number to pretty much high number, the number of frequency, the number of data sent to VRChat will going to be a lot. So yeah, that is filling the gap. It's kind of filling in the gap between frames per frame, because PrismStudio and VRChat is not running in the same FPS. This is kind of a required thing to fill in the gap between PrismStudio's frame and VRChat's frame. As you can see, it is very smooth until you move this around. You don't move this window around. You're just gonna stick that to somewhere else and maximize the VRChat window and start recording. You can use Alt F9, blah blah blah. You can use that. And some of my friends actually uses this GeForce Experience because it utilizes the GPU for smoother. I don't know. I didn't understand, but yeah, there's a lot of methods to take your VRChat window as a video file. Anything is fine. You can use OBS, you can use NVIDIA. Yeah, you can literally use FFmpeg if you want it. So yeah, this is how you use PrismStudio. And we also went through how to make a very simple camera animation like that. So yeah, it's now up to you to create very awesome, beautiful content with PrismStudio. I'm very excited to see your guys' videos. So if you ever made any videos with PrismStudio, make sure to DM me with your videos so that I can see, and I'll be very happy. And also post it. And also if you go to our Discord server, you'll see ps-show-your works. You can just press new post and post your link like the other guys did. Like this guy, the Ripland. This guy's banging with PrismStudio. This guy's really good at making stuff. I'm always leaving these reactions. I'm always leaving these reactions. So please, if you made some videos with PrismStudio, make sure to upload it here, and I'll be very happy. Anyway, that wraps it up. That wraps this guide up. Thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions about PrismStudio or anything else about Unity or stuff, yeah, you can always DM me on Discord or Twitter if you want to, and I'll try my best to answer. But until that, thanks for watching.